Okay, today I'm going to make a slightly less simple web component with Polymer. Hopefully it will be a little bit more visible this time. I'm going to turn the on-screen keyboard off that I use for voice recognition with Polymer. Hopefully it will be a little bit more visible this time. I'm going to turn the on-screen keyboard off that I use for voice recognition with Polymer. Hopefully it will be a little bit more visible this time. Oh, and now I've got rid of the echo, it should be even more fun. Okay, so let's get started. Let's share my screen. Internal display. There we go. Right, so if I make this a little bigger, remember to turn off my on-screen keyboard. Okay, so what does it do? I'm going to get it to automatically update the cart. So I'm just going to do, because I haven't got the keyboard to help me write for me, it's auto update. Update cart. Now I don't know if you've ever done this before. When you're on a shopping cart page, you up the quantity, and all the information is already there in the page. So update cart. Which is kind of frustrating, because then you click the update and it like doubles the amount, the price. All the information's there. Really, it could all be done for you. I'm going to leave this one with the inline block already. Now let's just remove demo text. Make sure we're rendering. Okay, Polymer is not defined. This is because I just recently added the facility to say what your project requires. I'll have to add a, if this is empty, add Polymer. So we have Polymer. Now I'm going to use the paper input. Paper input. And there's quite a few paper inputs, but this is the one. It's got a prefix and total and thing, but all I want is it to say quantity for QTY, something like that. Value, give me value, and I'm going to tell it that it's a number. Type equals let's see how that looks. Yep, I can up the quantity and down the quantity. It's a little bit big for where I'm hoping to put this, so let's add some style. STY equals say 100 pixels. Okay, that's still huge, so let's try, although I am zoomed in, let's try 50 pixels. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so we've got the value in there. Now, the cost per item is going to be an input of this quantity, and the output is going to be a total. So I want a let's use a paper item. ITEM There we go. And I'm not quite sure how to use paper items, so I'm going to look up the documentation here. This any components that you're importing, which is imported by the editor, if it finds a flash paper item, then it shows the imports here, automatically does the import if they're in Open Elements. Right, so you just have some content with things in it. Great. And well, look, you can use 2-line stuff. That might be handy at some point. But for now, I can just put the total in the paper item. That'd be fine. Great. So I don't need any attributes in there yet. And I wanted to say total. Doesn't look right. Total. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And so I've got the value of the quantity. Actually, I'm going to change this to quantity, or QGY, and total. And also, let's have that again. C E price ITM. Let's call that PP, price per. It's only for internal use anyway. Or is it? No, they're going to have to import it. So let's put its price. Makes it fairly intuitive. So inputs would be quantity and price, and output can be total. Although we can have that in as well. But these are, I want them all on the same line, preferably. So let me just fix that. Style, display, DIS, in block. See if I spelled that right. Copy. Yep, appears so. Let's make that. That's a bit too wide, maybe that wide. Quantity, price per item, total. Great. So we're going to have some things brought in. Price is per ICE equals, let's say, £32 or 32. Actually, I haven't given it a symbol yet. Although, you know, if I want it to be able to be used in different currencies, maybe that should be a another variable that's imported. Let's set here don't know if that's spelled right, but there we go. Copy. Symbol equals pounds. So there we go, £32, and I'm going to reuse that symbol over here. There we go. And I think the quantity should have a default of 1. So let's add that. It's a number and a default of 1. There we go. Price, I don't think it should have a default. Symbol, nah, that's right. Anything else? Alright, now we can calculate the total. So we're going to get, I'm going to have a get TOTL total, get total, oh, that's right. And this returns the two attributes times together. So quantity and price. Return quantity times price. I see. And that's good to me. Then let's add TOT total. Is that how I spelled it before? Yep. And this one is computed by get total which I think should be really like a drop down of the functions that are already there. That makes sense, wouldn't it? Because this is, it's silly me saying that, and then it could automatically have quantity and price. And there we go. So now as you update, you don't have to go and say submit the form, it just could update automatically. Oh, but that's popped it onto another line, so if I make that a little bit wider, let's try 100. I think I'd like a space in there. That's good. Right, and obviously if this changes, so it's now £62 and QTY equals 6. There we go. So I can plumb these in using the views backend, and I should have a shopping cart that automatically updates itself rather than having to do this, which is the thing I'm trying to get away from. So when I go, I want 6 Air Swifts, then I need to click Update Cart. I already have all the data, so I know that it should, and this is how much it is, this is how many I want, and it's already in the page, so it seems silly to have to go update. Especially that if it automatically updated, like for, say 90, and then I click to checkout, it would also update it. Let's just go back and show that. See, it's kept it at 90. So there really isn't any reason what excuse me, why it shouldn't automatically update. So this is the area I'll be replacing with those values. Great, that's all I wanted to share for today. Oh, did I show you the code? Let me just show you the generated code and give you a link. So you can see it's automatically done the imports here. Update cart is there's my quantity, which is a number, and it's got a default value. The total is computed and computed by these two values. Bower just asks for the. Now these are the exact versions that they currently are on master, but you could replace that with. This is just to make sure it works as it does on this page. And of course, again, I haven't got it to automatically stump out the test properly yet, but it's a good start. I need it to. Here's my to do is get it to add the attributes that you're using in the test, and you having different sets. Oops, that's the. So basically, here's your template. Here's the things you're trying out with, and I will paste this code that's been generated onto GitHub so you can have a look. I've even got a link down here to help me get there quickly. So open new one, and then I can just, it's going to be called update cart. Being dyslexic, I end up copying and pasting a lot of things. And if I initialize it with a readme, and then the Bower, you get the idea. I just copy and paste in all of the commands. I can do this without you watching, and yeah, that's it really. Then I'll import that into BikeFix, and hopefully very soon I'll have automatically updating with nice looking quantity area, and we'll be able to get the total updated without a page refresh if you've got JavaScript running. If you haven't, then of course you're still going to have to do it the old way, but you know, progressive enhancements where it's at. Okay, thanks for tuning in again. See you tomorrow.